Do you spend more time on reading or fixing? If you spend more time fixing, you will have to retrain your brain. Today we'll talk about how to improve reading skill. Most of us students, they want to reach up to level where they can just play immediately without having any preparation, without taking time, without counting for the interval. They're just able to play immediately by visualizing the score, by visualizing the notes on the staff. So that is the level that you are trying to reach up to. So in order to reach up to the level, I recommend students to implement two different methods. So in order to be able to visualize the score, there are two different methods that you need to implement. The first way is to use guide note. The second way is to use the acronym. So in order to reach up to level where you can visualize the score, these are the steps that you need to take first. So when you're reading, you must be aware whether it's steps or skips. If it's steps, it will move from line to the space to the line. If it's skips, it will move from line to the next line or space to the next space. So that's what you're able to notice when you're reading to see if it's steps or skips. So now we're going to talk about 5 different C's. The reason that you need to know the 5 different C's is that some students, they know the note, but they don't know which position they need to take. They need to know which position their hand needs to take because they know which note, but they don't know sometimes which position they need to take. Is it in the middle position, or is in the bass C position, or is in treble C position. So by knowing the 5 different C's is extremely crucial. All right, so start from the middle C here, all right, which is the C, right, and then the bass C is here, all right, and then the treble C, okay, and then the low C on ledger line 2, and the high C is ledger line 2. Yep. Now we're going to talk about the guide notes for treble step, the upper step. What is another name of a treble clef? It's G clef because the dot of the treble clef is on line 2, which is G. So G is one of the guide notes. So you must know the guide notes, which will help you to read for the rest of the notes. So that is one of the guide notes, G and treble C, middle C, and high C. So these are the notes, the guide notes you must be able to use to read for the rest of the notes. So for example, now the note is on space 2. All right, now you have to figure out which one of these is the closest to the note. Treble C, right, or G, right? So G is the closest to this note, space 2. So you just need to step up, count up from G. So this is only step up from G, so that is A, right? I'll talk about the guide notes for bass step, the lower step. What is another name of bass clef? It's F clef because the dot of the clef is on line 2, which is F. So F is one of the guide notes, right? And then the bass C, low C, and of course middle C, right? So these are the guide notes, and then there's one more here, which is F. Hangs below the bottom line. All right, so these are the 5 guide notes you must use to be able to read for the rest of the notes. So for example, the note is on the middle line. You don't know which note that is. You have to find out which one of these guide notes is the closest. The bass C, right? And that is only one step away from the bass C, which is one step off from C. So the next letter name after C is D. So that is D. And then now you figure out the letter name of the bottom space. Right? In that case, you have to use one of these guide notes, F. So now you learn acronym. So the line notes, every good boy does fine. So E, G, B, D, F. Space notes are face. F, A, C, E. And this is acronym for the basic stuff. All cows eat grass. So I want you to spend enough time reading by using the guide notes and acronym. After you feel that you spend enough time, try to visualize the chord. Try to understand the chord structure. So try to learn how to visualize the notes instead of always counting from the guide notes. It's time to take your reading skill to the next level. So for those who are interested or who are eager to improve the reading skill, please check out the video. I put the link in the description. It will be very useful, beneficial for those who try to improve the reading skill.